as the president, I can authorize up to $1,000 for anything. And this is not a line item in our budget. No, this is Maryland Avenue School. That's covered. I'm sorry, Little League Intermediate World Series. Okay, here comes Sheila. She's going to set me straight on it.
You're right. I'm getting money.
So for our support of the Little League International World Series, we said, yeah, we'll give you $1,500 so you can buy lunch and pay the people who are cooking all the food. We've got $1,300 so far. $1,000 from my discretionary fund and $300 from the same family. So I'm going to pass the hat around and hope we can make up a little more than $200 so we can pay them the money that we said we would give them for the lunch. Yes, Kathy?
Could we sell you $100?
Sell
the closet $100? Can we use Zelle and just give you more than put something in the hat?
Yes, if you put something in the notes saying this is for the LLIWS,
okay,
because we love acronyms here. So Little League Intermediate World Series. And I'm going to start the hat here and send it down that way, back up this way. Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
We had one comment that maybe we should sell or provide something more healthy than hot dogs, but I'm not sure what we could do as easily as hot dogs. So if you have any great ideas on that, I'd be happy to find out about it. So you see the drink ladies, the barmaids,
Barkeep.
Michelle, Margaret, and then the line workers there. And of course, you always have the grill team out there. Trex, I'm sorry, I did move the grill picture to the front. And apparently, when I sent it, by Gmail, it rearranged things. So we had a lot of good help, and we went back to having watermelon this year, which is something we laid off a couple of years ago because we didn't have enough slicers. Well, we had plenty of slicers and a lot of watermelon, so it all went very well. Okay. We have a special announcement tonight, which will be a little longer than your normal announcement, but we've got time. So Evelyn Andrews is part of the Veterans First out at Las Positas College, and with her is Dominic, whose last name I didn't quite get. Provenzola. Good Swedish name. Okay. So if you need to do a slider dance. I know. Here's your slider dance if you want to go back 1 minute. So let's welcome Evelyn and Dominic.
I guess we're going to use the mic. Hi everyone, my name is Evelyn Andrews, and just for background for myself, I'm a first-generation dependent of a Navy veteran who served in Korea. Father-in-law is a Marine vet, served in Vietnam. And as a military-connected person, it helps to have that credential serving as the director of the Veterans First program at Las Positas College. I brought with me my colleague, and I'm going to have him introduce himself.
Hello, I'm Dominic Provenzola. I was regular Army, and I served in combat in Iraq, and I was stationed in Germany for a time also. I was attached to a Special Forces unit in northern Iraq, and we were in live combat during the first Gulf War.
Thank you, Dom. Just some background about, Las Positas College. First off, ballpark, how many military do you know or how many individuals left the military on average? There are 200,000 individuals that separate from the military annually. So of the 200,000 at Las Positas, we are proud to say we have 300 of those. In fact, someone approached me the other day and said, well, do you still have veterans coming to college, and how many do you have? And I said, yeah, they're still enrolling. So we have 300, but just a little bit about Las Positas. We have 8,300, and I know you have colleagues that know Las Positas College, but we're proud to say that. Of the nation, we are second, right? Okay, second best in California and fourth in the nation, and so we take pride in that. the other day I was contacted by a national magazine for veterans and said they wanted to feature Las Positas College Veterans First program. I sent it to the district, I sent it to our PR person at the office, and I said, I get a lot of spam mail. Is this legit? Should I respond to say yes, recognize us in this national magazine? And the response was, congratulations, Evelyn. Glad that Veterans First is being recognized. And so hopefully in November you'll see something featuring our college. So, yeah, we're excited about that. Drilling down to Las Positas College and the Veterans First program, we do have 300 in our most recent numbers. Over 120 have certified for veterans benefits, and that's, I think, mostly Army, Marines, Navy is next, and then quite a few dependents and spouse that are taking classes at Las Positas College. Last week we hosted an orientation. It was called Operation Gateway, and it was just such a great success. It's certainly different than any 18-year-old orientation. We really talk about transition, as most of the students are 26 years old or older. I think the oldest that's taking classes at Las Positas College is 71 and 77. This year, I know, Dennis had asked, so what's going on at Las Positas College? What's happening? What are your goals? So this year, our focus, as in past years, but more than ever, it's really camaraderie, connection with others, and supporting those from admission through graduation. And if you ever wonder, how do we do that? It's really starting in a few weeks. We reserve room for a Battle Buddy study hall. We have an emergency relief fund where we receive donations like individuals like yourself. We also have a student veterans organization, our monthly events. So what's coming up, and we're going to invite you soon to our September 2.2 event, and this is Dom's going to talk about that. October is Trunk or Treat. November is our Veterans Day events, and then December is our Secret Santa. We'll be coming to you to see if you would like to adopt a family for gifts and others with veterans who have little kids. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Dom, and he's going to share what our upcoming event is in September.
So like Evelyn was saying, we host several special events that are veteran-based on the campus every year. The Trunk or Treat, the Operation Gateway. We do an event in March that I really like a lot, which is honoring women's veterans. But here in September we do the 2.2. A lot of you may or may not know, about 22 veterans a day commit suicide. A lot of them combat veterans. The number is slowly going down because we've had fewer combat situations lately. But that's the number for the event, 2.2, because we're honoring those 22 veterans, and we want to have awareness for that this is going on. And so this is what this event is about, to raise awareness. During the event, we encourage the people that are at the different stations to do 22 of something. So we might, I hosted a putting green last year where you had to make a 22-foot putt. We also had frisbee golf where they were doing the same thing, throw it 22 feet. They were lifting 22 pounds at one station, and another station they were flicking the ropes back and forth. You might do 22 push-ups or 22 sit-ups. So again, the number 2.2 or 22, that's what we're going to do. So I'd like to ask you all to stand up and maybe do a 22 with me. I'm just going to do some arm rolls with you guys.
Okay, I'm going to count and he's going to demonstrate. Are you ready?
11 forward,
Stretch out.
11 backwards. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now backwards. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We hope to see you September 26th, Las Positas College, 2.2 for 22 Challenge for Veterans. And Bob, I hope to see your station there that Saturday. Thank you all.
thank you very much.
I've been there before. It is a fun event on a nice fall morning, so come on out and see what it's all about. Okay. Aha, Glenn.
Taking a microphone up front, it's better to face everybody over here. Well, it's a difficult act to follow after that. I hope everybody will support that. A wonderful program. Thank you very much for telling us about it. Well, schools started today in Livermore, at least public schools did. So that means it's time to round up as many ready mentors as we possibly can. Yeah, I'll use a laser pointer. I always like those. It doesn't slide advancer. Forget it. I'm going to go sit down. So the Ready program is something that has been in existence for 20, 25 years, Kathy, something like that. And I'm just the very lucky person who happens to coordinate it these days. And following in the capable footsteps of many, including Bob Cowan, who I guess is not here tonight. But let me tell you a little bit about it. Just first of all, just look at all these happy faces. These are our students at Junction Avenue Middle School. The program focuses on 6th, 7th, and 8th graders who the teachers have identified, for whatever reason, as having challenges. They might be resource challenges. They might be educational or learning disability challenges. They can be all over the map. Some of them are recent arrivals to this country. Many were born in this country but have other issues. In addition, they have the issue of being a 6th, 7th, or 8th grader.
Oh, yeah.
Remember how hard that was?
That's a big
So this is for people who have a full heart. Okay? We do service in this club, and who doesn't like kids? Okay? Some of these kids maybe, but they're great kids. They're great kids. So this is a great opportunity for you to come out and provide service as many weeks as you can. We meet every week at about 2:45 after the school day there in the library at Junction Avenue School. And then we keep them for about an hour. We provide snacks, because we wouldn't get very far that time of the day without providing them snacks. And the program can be, you know, frankly, pretty ad hoc and random, which is pretty standard for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders when you think about it. Some of our students come pretty well prepared and know what topics and subjects they're having trouble in, but a lot of students don't. They might not even know really what assignments they're missing or what tests are coming up. So we have a teacher leader, Lori Valenzuela, who's just an absolute firecracker, and so we work through that as much as we can. And so sometimes we have structured learning that we attempt to do, even though we're not teachers, but you know, we help them. This is really pretty simple subject matter for all of you. All of you could do any of the things that they need help in. And sometimes it's just because they're struggling with language acquisition. Sometimes it's just listening to them. We tell stories. We might read to them, have them read, have them tell us about their favorite vacation, whatever. So the hour can be spent kind of all over the map. And it's actually part of the charm about it. And you will make relations with these kids in a way that is just meaningful and memorable for the rest of your life, without question. Then in addition, we go on field trips about monthly. It's actually 6 times a year. So here we are. There's Alan Burnham and Maggie Tufts here. We're at the Exploratorium last December. Ton of fun. This is a program where we, with Maggie, we combined the Pedrosi Young Scholars with the Ready program. That's why there's so many students here. So we're trying to get cross-connection between these communities of kids that we're working with. This is at the Oakland Zoo. There's Lori Valenzuela, our secret weapon, at the Oakland Zoo up at the top. And here's the end of school year party. And there's, I think, 22 students in that. The program increased over the past couple of years from about a dozen students to 24, 26. And so we need more mentor tutors. And it takes a commitment, but you will become, that commitment is repaid in personal fulfillment, I guarantee it. You'll have to go through the school process to be authorized as a volunteer. I can help you with that, get your stuff submitted. But please, please come out. There's my email right there. Everybody who's ever had any participation in Ready, could you please stand up right now? Just stand up. A lot of our club has participated over the years. So please, new members or old members who've been sitting on the fence, please come out and join us. We have a ton of fun. We really need you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Glenn.
You need that mic too.
You need the mic.
No, got a mic.
Oh, wow.
Always prepared.
Secret agent. Very good.
Okay, Mike Thompson, would you like to say something about the mystery dinner?
Yes, very quickly. But first, I think you missed an opportunity with Dennis. He very nicely introduced his good wife, but he didn't mention she's a member of Inner Wheel.
That's true.
And I think I'd lay it on him. Anyway,
I would say at least $50, Dennis, at least.
mystery dinner, I need to hear by this Friday if anyone else would like to join us. We're a little over, so I'm going to get some extra places. It's $41 per person, plus your dinner and drinks, depending on what you decide to order. We're meeting at, as it says, 5:45 in the parking area outside Simone's French Bakery off North Livermore Avenue. And you should come prepared, because it's mystery, you don't know where you're going. I think I remember, but you need to be prepared for cold, cool, warm, or hot. So layer. Anyway, look forward to having a few of you join us. It will be a fun night. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Do we have any brags tonight? Oh, that's right. Margaret had another announcement.
May I join you up front?
Yes. So Margaret is our club services chairperson this year, and she's trying to keep all of us involved in helping the meetings go smoothly.
So I promised that we would have a drawing once a month for everyone who participated the previous month in club service. So I have a little Prezi here. So we're going to have...
Oh, and that was a mic drop moment.
I just hope I didn't break it.
Apparently not.
Okay, if you will draw.
Drum roll. Drum roll.
Drum roll, come on. Just one.
Here we go.
And our winner is Norm. So our goal here is to have a bunch of different people participate so you can get your name in the pot, and I will bring it to you, Norm. You got a $25 gift certificate to the Bourbon Pear.
Woo! Good.
Thank you, Margaret. Any brags and boasts?
Well, I think Dennis might have one.
Oh, Dennis.
Wait a minute, I thought it was a fine. So it doesn't fall under that?
That was a fine. A
Oh,
fine
okay,
is different from a brag and boast.
Okay.
So, okay, any other brags and boasts? Oh, Mr. 50-year anniversary here, guitar man.
We've heard it before, huh? I'm going to do something that you're not supposed to do in Rotary and talk about politics. In fact, I'm going to pay double. I'll pay $40, but I'm running for a seat on the LARPD Board of Directors at this November election. So I look forward to your support for that. That's as political as I get.
Okay, school is back in session. That means we don't have the Cresta Blanca room anymore. We have the Palo Verde room, which is a small room over on the side there with water and sinks and stuff like that. A good friend of mine from my church is an emergency room doctor, and Nate Stumpig is his name. He also plays the guitar. Maybe I should have him join the club or something. But as an ER doctor, he's kind of busy and on a weird schedule because it keeps rotating around. But I got him to talk to us next week, and it's going to be how you become an emergency room doctor, what it's like, and what he wishes people would stop doing. So Natalie Beck is with us tonight, and Livermore Fire Department Auxiliary or Livermore Fire Department?
Livermore Fire Department.
Okay.
All right.
So how many of you have heard about CERT, the Community Emergency Response Training? Well, this is not CERT. CERT takes time. And we have Natalie for about 20, 25 minutes here. So she's going to tell us what she can in a short amount of time. And maybe we could schedule with the city to have CERT training for the Rotary clubs in town, preferentially. So Natalie, would you like a microphone?
That'd be great. Thank you. Okay. All right. It's nice to meet all of you. My name is Nataly Beck. I retired from the laboratories. I got really lucky. And so now my second job or second career is working for the fire department. I've been volunteering with the CERT program, Community Emergency Response Team, for about 8 years. 8 years now, 9 years. And then our director retired, and I was like, this sounds like way more fun than what I had been doing, so let's do it. So here I am. So I want to talk to you about a few different things. One is our personal emergency preparedness program, which is a short Saturday class. It's about 3 hours long, sometimes around 2. It just depends on how many questions and just what's going on that day, how many people are there, that kind of thing. And then our second program is CERT. And luckily for all of you, we have one personal emergency preparedness class coming up on October 10th, if anybody wants to come to that. But our CERT program starts September 15th, and you can actually sign up tonight if you want to be in that class. So I can give you more information on that. But in our personal emergency preparedness class, it's 3 hours. Anybody should come, and everybody should come. Bring your kids, bring your parents, bring your, some of you are laughing, but bring your parents. It would be great because what we do in that class is we talk about what should be in a go bag, how do you do preparedness for your home, how do you turn off your gas meter, turn off the gas, how do you turn off your water in the front, how to use a fire extinguisher if anybody has not used one in a while. A nice refresher to always, and we even have cutouts of fire extinguishers so you actually can see the inside of them, which is pretty awesome if you've never seen the inside of one. It's not exciting, but it is like cool to see. And we talk about just the basics for surviving an earthquake so that you are one less emergency. Some of you might be surprised to know this. Can anybody guess about how many firefighters there are on duty at any one time?
100.
Ooh, 34.
Wow.
34.
Wow.
And do you know the population of both Livermore and Pleasanton combined? Around 200,000. Yeah, around 200,000, right? We're like, what is it, 80 and 90,000? So we're like, we're close. And then think about commuters and whatever, right? So we'll round to 200,000 people. 34 firefighters.
For both cities?
For both cities. So, yeah.
24-hour duty?
24-hour duty. It's not a lot. And so we have to rely on ourselves and our neighbors a lot. That's where CERT comes in. That's where even your police, the VIPS program comes in. All of these volunteer organizations that are working in emergency preparedness come in. And if you have even the basics down, like he was mentioning, you have all of your files on a USB, you've got a go bag, and you're ready, you've got your house secured so that if there is an earthquake, you can get out safely. You are one less person that the fire department has to worry about. And that is so valuable. And if you are able to get out of your house, then your next best step is go to your neighbor and make sure they got out too. So the 3-hour class, pretty simple. We go over just the basics. There's nothing too crazy about it. What's that?
When is it?
So our next class is October 10th. It's in the Rimmelard room, if anybody's familiar with the Public Works area for Pleasanton. If you go down Railroad, which turns into Stanley. I'm not sure what it is at that point, but you're going to turn down.
Valley.
It's on Bush.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you turn down Valley to the right, and then it's like two lights down.
It's Bush, it's just before the Pleasanton.
Yeah, by the dump.
The dump.
Or the quarry, whatever we want to call it, both of those are right there. So it's just right there. But the nice thing is for you guys, if you were interested, you're more than welcome, and we would love to have you that October 10th, because that's our next scheduled one. But if you as a group decided that you wanted to have a special event, we would schedule somebody to come out and talk to you for the 3-hour event, and we can make it as short as you would like it to be, or the full 3 hours, depending on what. Yes.
How much floor space would you need?
This is sufficient.
Oh, a winery would work.
Yeah, a winery would be perfect. Chuck would love it, and we'd all love it. Yeah, and it's totally free to you. It's a public service that we're trying to provide to the community to make sure that everybody's one step ahead when it happens, because we all know that it's a when, it's not an if at this point. So our other program is CERT, Community Emergency Response. So if you think of, so we call this PEP, just as a short acronym, Personal Emergency Preparedness PEP, and then CERT is kind of like advanced PEP. And I know that some of you are going to be like, oh no, I cannot do that, because what we do in our CERT program, we work on cribbing, which is where you're taking somebody that's maybe stuck in rubble or stuck under something, and it's the way of lifting up heavy objects to get something out from under it. What's that? You're like, forget it, I'm not doing it.
That's not happening.
Well, we hope it doesn't happen to any of you. But there is a role for everybody. Because even when you're doing something like that, you need somebody who understands exactly what's going on in the area and making sure that it's safe. So whether you're getting down on the ground to actually lift rubble using physics or not, you can be there standing and being like, oh no, get out of the way, no, move your hands, like all of those things. Anybody can do that, anybody. It's better if you're bossy. So.
Oh, well, wait a minute. They're all chiefs. There's hardly any Indians here, so.
That's fine. Sometimes we need that. So there's that. We also teach you how to put out fire. We actually use real fire in our CERT training, so if that's something that appeals to your pyro side, we'd love to have you. But we also go over like medical and first aid training, so we give you some basics there. But it's a wide variety. Think of it as like advanced PEP, just because we do review some of the PEP topics in our CERT class, but then it just goes beyond. And I have flyers for both, QR codes for those that are tech savvy, and email addresses for those who are not. But happy to answer questions. Talk about whatever you would like.
All right, I'm going to walk back here. But I took CERT, and there was a lot that you learned. And you find your place. So you guys that are like going, there's a place for all of you to help make this happen when there is an emergency.
I think it's great that we would do this for the club. I think that's a cool idea. Yeah. And also, when I lived up in the Berkeley Hills for a while, we did CERT training as a neighborhood group. And man, it was a superpower for our group because we all got to know each other. I mean, the training, who knows if we really got trained that well, but we all got to know each other. Yeah. We all started putting in seismic gas shutoff valves and so on. So finally, my question, you've been very patient to wait for it, is like if we did this in a neighborhood, how many people could you accommodate if you came out to our neighborhood to give us a training?
So for the personal emergency preparedness class, the basic one, let's say, that one, as many people as you could fit into whatever location you have. We're happy with that. When we talk about CERT, CERT is it's a 7-week class. We meet once a night for 3 hours a night, which includes a lecture section and then a hands-on section. So that one's slightly more intense, and we could give you a lot of the lecture pieces in your neighborhood, but some of that hands-on stuff you'll actually want to come out to the fire department's training center so that you can get the actual hands-on experience of doing some of that.
And then see if people want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Natalie, was that 3 hours a week or 3 hours a night?
3 hours a night, but only once a week.
That's for cert.
For
Okay,
cert.
okay.
And then for the PEP class, it's
7
3
weeks.
hours once. So how it works is, so our next class is actually coming up in about 3 weeks, September 15th. It's a Tuesday night, 6 to 9 p.m. And we do an introductory night. We talk about how to use a radio. So if anybody has a handheld, you're a hand radio operator, or you just know how to use GMRS and FMRS. These are just acronyms for radios, don't worry about them. We teach you how to do that. We talk to you about disaster psychology and how to deal with people that are going through trauma, or even just how to like handle trauma yourself. We talk about how do you respond to a terrorism attack versus a natural disaster. The answer is the exact same, you just need more situational awareness. We go over how to take care of your utilities, how to put out a fire, how to do search and rescue in buildings so that you can make sure that people are safe, but that you've actually covered every square inch of a house. We go over ICS structure, which is very important. That's the incident command structure of like one person in charge with a few people under and then a few people under them. Very important, dry subject, but very important. And then we end with a drill. And the drill night is super fun. We get a lot of volunteers, and if you weren't interested in taking the class, but you're interested in volunteering to be moulaged, which means we like bloody you up, we put makeup all over you, you go into our fire training tower, and you get to scream and cry and do whatever you want, and get somebody to rescue you. We do that on the last night. And, you know, you may get a few glimpses of some firefighters that night. No, I'm just kidding. They come at the very end. You're stuck with all the CERT volunteers before that. But then we do that the very last night just to make sure that people get a realistic feeling of that like adrenaline rush of like the stress of being in this emergency and then trying to like calm you down and like get you through the process of actually helping people.
Yeah. So in this area, what do you think are our biggest risks? What emergencies would you worry about the most?
So our two major ones are probably fire and earthquake. Floods would be my third choice on that, just because we've had a few floods. Nothing too major in our area, but fires for sure. Anybody that lives in or near Ruby Hills definitely experienced that like 2 weeks ago. So not fun, and it can be really scary, especially if you're not, if you haven't taken this personal emergency preparedness class. You may like walk out to your car and go, oh my gosh, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I don't know what to pack. Let me just pack everything. And then you realize that you forgot your medication that's in the refrigerator, and your dog is in the back, and your cat's under the bed, and then you forgot their food. And so, you know, we help you just create that like mental mindset and list so that you can get it all ready ahead of time.
I just wanted to say, I took the CERT training and I was with a variety of ages in my group. So we had very young and very old, and there's a place for everyone in the CERT training. And no one should be discouraged, because it doesn't mean you're not going to be lifting stuff. There is a place for you. And the information that I learned in that, it's of value. I could definitely recommend that to anyone, and it's worth every moment that I spent there to understand how the process works and the whole, what it takes to put this together. And you're actually creating, you know, like a mass unit, you're creating this little city, so to speak, to take care of all these people.
Yeah.
And each person's role is vital for the next. So I definitely recommend it to anybody.
Yeah. I will say that in our last class, I think our oldest individual in that class was 84, and our youngest was 16 or 15, and they came with their parent. So we do get a wide variety, and as long as you tell us that you don't want to do something, we will cater to you. If you don't tell us, then we don't know. But otherwise, anything you want to do, you do, and anything you don't, and everybody passes because there is no test, which is even better. And so the other piece of this, as we're thinking about those numbers at the beginning, 34 firefighters, 200,000 people, I have only 249 active members. Which is not, I mean, it's a lot, but it's not a lot when you think about trying to help 200,000 people. So, you know, being a force multiplier, coming here, talking to you all, and even if all you do is take PEP, you're one less person we're worrying about.
Any more questions? Let's thank our speakers.
Okay, so Natalie has, wait a minute, you're not done, get back over here. First off, Natalie found out she was doing this talk 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Something like that. So let's give her another round of thanks. Also, we'd like to thank our speakers. You get yet another coffee cup to add to your collection. And really, even though there are only a few people who may have gone through CERT or similar training in your neighborhood, you're like the leavening in the bread. You know, you have to have someone there who knows what's going on, who can say, you go call 911. Oh, they're busy. You go start filling this up with water. You know, just someone who knows what kind of plan to have and can direct people. People want to help, they just need to know how. So thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now back to club business. I have a couple of minutes here. All right. Okay, you see next week's program, we'll learn all about being an emergency room doctor. Stu would like to meet with the food committee after the meeting there. And yeah, Sheila's one of them, I'm one of them. Mike, you're of course invited because you know all the ins and outs of it. But for instance, coming up in November 11th, that's Veterans Day, the community center is closed. And we're supposed to have a meeting. Normally Del Val is not open on Wednesday, but they open just for us because we're nice folks and we pay them. So if they do open for us on November 11th, that means the cook is not going to be there because it's a holiday for the cook. So no pizza. We'll have to figure out catering or something if we want to dine when we're here. Just let you know, that's what the food committee is for. They can figure out. Let's eat something. Let's have a potluck or whatever. So anyway, I think that's about it. And now I have pushed the limits here of my time. Oh, I have 2 minutes. Any other announcements? Okay. Class dismissed.